Hey everybody, we are on day 4 of Passion Week and we are in Matthew chapter 26 today, verses 1 through 16. We are reading in the Amplified Version and it says that Jesus has finished teaching. He said to his disciples, "You know that Passover is coming in 2 days and the Son of Man is to be betrayed and handed over for crucifixion." Then the chief priest and the elders gathered in the courtyard of an elegant Jewish home of the high priest whose name was Caiaphas. I may not be saying that right. And they plotted together to arrest Jesus and kill him. But they said among themselves, it cannot be during the festival of Passover, because they were afraid the people were going to riot. A religious spirit is a murderous spirit. It wants to kill a true move of God. It wasn't the spirit of Jezebel that killed Jesus. It was a religious spirit. Going on into verse 6, now when Jesus was back in Bethany at the home of Simon the leper, probably somebody he healed, because if you're a leper, you're not going to be able to live in the city. You're on the outskirts of the city. So chances are this is a house of somebody that Jesus healed. A woman who many people think is Mary, Lazarus' sister. I think John said it was Mary, Lazarus' sister, came up to him with an alabaster box of very expensive perfume, and she poured it on Jesus' head as he reclined at the table. But when the disciples saw this, they were indignant and angry, saying, "Why all of this waste of money? For this perfume might have been sold at a high price and the money given to the poor." John said Judas was the first to speak up about this. Doesn't surprise me. But Jesus, aware of the malice of this remark, said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a good thing for me. For you always have the poor with you, but you will not always have me. When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. I assure you and most solemnly say to you, wherever this gospel of salvation is preached in the whole world, what this woman has done will also be told in memory of her for her act of love and devotion." This reminds me of people that look at people that worship a different way or serve in a different way, and they say, "Oh, it doesn't take all of that. You don't need to do all of that." The devil is a lie. Who are we to tell other people how they should worship, how they should serve Jesus? The more I read the Bible, the more radical Christianity seems to be the norm in the Bible. This woman is trying to honor her king, and the disciples were coming at her about it. We should be very mindful of how we talk about people and how they serve and how they worship Jesus. We are all a part of the body. Some of us are the hands, some of us are the feet. And if they're not going against the word of God, let them do what the Lord told them to do. Verse 14, then one of the 12 disciples, Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and said, "What are you willing to give me if I hand Jesus over to you?" And they weighed out 30 pieces of silver, which is about a month's worth of salary back then. And from that moment, Judas began looking for an opportune time to betray Jesus. In one of the Gospels, it says that Satan actually entered into Judas as he's going to do this thing. That's all for today, and I will see you tomorrow.